And reaching New York City for me was it. I was working at WBLS, and Wendy Williams, who has a talk show, you guys know who she is. I did the morning show there, and Wendy had an office right down the hall, and I'd see Wendy every day. She's just a normal person. She wasn't, you know, chatty, talky. She didn't talk about people. She was very quiet and mousy. And I remember coming down from WBLS, which was on 34th and Park, and after living in Chicago so many years, wanting to have your own billboard and see your billboard, you know, so that everybody will know that that's you. I went to New York City, and right crossing 34th and Park, I saw a bus with my face on it. It said, "The Rick Party Morning Show, WBLS, New York City." I was like, man, I made it, right? Even though I made it a long time ago, but I had nobody to share it with. But it felt good. And it was a humbling moment. And I think, and not to get like spiritual or anything, but I think God gives you stuff at the right time when you need it, because had he given it to me a little earlier, you know, I would have been all big-headed and, you know, all that crap. But after working in New York for a little while, I stopped radio because I had traveled so much. And somehow I just fell into voiceover. A friend of mine who worked at the station that I worked at in Chicago, WGCI, I'd gotten him a job there. And he somehow, you know, gotten a job as a music director at BET. And he remembered that I helped him get a job. So when they needed a voice, Kelly G, who's the music director, he said, hey, we need a voice for BET for a promo. And I did one promo, and from that point, I became the voice of BET for the next 7 years or so. And then went on to do voiceover for ABC, NBC. Also, I also still do this stuff today. I'm also the voice of Top Rank Boxing. How many of you guys watch boxing at all? Have you ever seen Manny Pacquiao, Top Rank Boxing, Manny Pacquiao, Miguel Cotto? That's me. I'm the guy you hear saying, tonight, Manny Pacquiao, Miguel Cotto. You know, I do that stuff. So that's another guy. So I worked at Hot 105 for about a year. So then I finally went back to Chicago, WGCI, the big station. And on that very station, I had people like Tom Joyner, who's a syndicated host now. Tom Joyner was actually in-house. He was the morning show guy. He wasn't the syndicated show he is now. And he would work in the mornings. He'd work in the afternoons in Chicago. And then he'd fly to Dallas. Like every day he did this until he got a syndicated show. And I worked, you know, after working in Chicago for 4 years, went on to Atlanta, came back to Chicago, came back to Miami to 99 Jams in 2002. And after being there for about a few months, they promoted me to the morning show at 99 Jams. And I got offered a job in New York City. So when you actually look at it, you look at me being in school just like this, same kind of school that you guys in, to go from here to go to a New York City. It's possible. You know, it's very possible. The sad part is that a lot of people won't be able to do it because, you know, people they don't really want it. You have to, when you come to school like this is something you have to actually want to do. You actually have to see it. You actually have to believe it.